Okay, speaking of not okay, we have to deal with Alphino. Um, well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Fadewind. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw... But I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their gods so long as the weapon exists. Truly a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. It is past time we return to the waking sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. So now I gotta go find him in the waking sand. But we have a magical envelope we can use for this. So that's cool. Does aught here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let us proceed to the solar. Alright, what's Sid saying? Ah! Who goes there? Now, Ida. Is that any way to greet a friend? Alphino! Fadewind! I can't remember how her voice is supposed to go. Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... This place has seen better days. Also lights. This place has had lights. You know, I wasn't actually here when... I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw... Ida. The church took care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start. If Y'shtola had been here to help me... Y'shtola is here too? Not gonna lie, he looks like a cooler version of Geralt. He does look pretty cool. You're talking about Sid, I assume, yeah? The one that looks like a, for lack of better term, daddy? Yeah. I mean, you know, like, someone is thinking it, you know? I'm sure there are, like, Daddy Sid memes out there somewhere. Oh, I'm sorry. Zaddy, I believe, is the term. Right? I'm not going to look for said memes, but I'm certain they're there. I'm gonna lay on the couch and exhaust my fall asleep there. You know what? That's better than just falling asleep on the keyboard. Thanks for being here. Go get some sleep. Yeah. You work this weekend? She's not here right now. She's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papalymo and Philia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Y'shtola thinks they were taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires, knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals, one that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants the gifts gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his Elagan weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. What are your words? He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh yes, of course, whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return. For now, I say we rest. I don't know why people like that, dude. And he's He's throughout the whole series? Oh, I'm not even to the first DLC.
Hear, feel, think. Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Rhitahtyn, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Ishtola. Faedwin, I see you and Alphino are safe, and Sid. Yeah. That's what they all say. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Luiso guides us still. He would not see us undone so easily, not now when the need is so great. I know where Menphilia and the others are being held. Where? Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordana. Castrum Centri. Blank stare. The rescue of our allies would be no small undertaking. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Centri houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. Sassicus Farm, yes. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy. If we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe we know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portland of House Durandare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Kurthis. Let's go to him and besiege his inn. Ah, Faedwin, the woman who unmasked the heretic in our midst. Go away with the pleasure of your company. You are an associate of Shola? Of course. Lord Dreamont confided in me that you were a sign of the Seventh Dawn. Castrum Centri, what interest have you in all the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide will be greatly appreciated. I see, that might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led to the castrum. A Huron woman, an Elesan man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male, 1 female. It's them, it has to be. Menphilia, Urianger, Papalimo, and Tataru. That scant morsel is of use to you. You may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Kurthis not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and a Lalafel, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Rogadin and a Lalafel, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were... Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given a choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum and Centri requires substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observe Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. We shall see your comrades again. You best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow Scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such a time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portland said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Nod. Nod. Nods all around. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Them teeth! Sid might have hidden away for a while, but he did not forget to brush and floss. So that's the Primal Eater. It's gobbled up 3 primals so far. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. I thought that said Rhitahtyn. Rhitahtyn? Who came up with these names? Rhitahtyn? Rhitahtyn! You depart for Castrum Occidents at midnight, Rhitahtyn! You will command the Western Front in Vilbrand, Rhitahtyn! Who came up with these names? They make me angry. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. He's a Rose, his name is Face Mash, and oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense now. Yet forgive my impudence, but it is proper to give command of half our forces to a... I've given you nothing, Perfectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. Rhitahtyn away! Slowly. I can't even commit to a voice for any of these. I mean, I'm just assuming Darth Vaderish, right? My quarters. 1 hour. Straight up thought that dude's name was Rhitahtyn. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Abelathia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Y'shtola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by way of Zamael Darkhold, situated to the west. Our main station, I can't, alright, you know what? Someone else read this for me. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Brisholt, may be able to tell you more. As to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Like, there are just points in this where I'm reading it and, like, I know it's obvious to, like, anyone who is, like, listening that, like, I'm reading a word and my brain's just like, of course they would. Of course they would name it something like that. You stand before us a male Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. A letter from Lord Portalain. So you have come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel has scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. The Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead with their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Aurum Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Take out a knight named Pyramon. He should be able to assist you. The Imperial airship? I saw it approach the land with my own 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Rough orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. Not enough Pokemon community game players in chat. I have no idea what that was going to be. What was Pokegift going to do? Did you try to do something cool? There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness, in order to alert our forces. I returned to my post, to find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Wherever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will follow the prints of their owners. Hi. Okay. So cold. I will want to go home. Please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Even it's you, thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Garleans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell's bent on invading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw. Rice! And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs? He isn't here. They went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Crackdown Wedge? That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs? I see. Well, hardly surprised me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's always taken care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. With both Ida and Ishtola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. Dare I hope, was that Master Garland you spoke with? After 5 long years, thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. How are we feeling now, then? Stay here as long as you need. Same goes for you, friend. It is plain you have had a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. Am I just really small, or were they really tall, or perspective? Who knows? I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still alone in this cold with Garleans on his heels. He lured them away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Faywin, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people have seen something. I believe I am here. The Rogan gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion? I'm sorry, but he had not come by here. Let me think a moment. It would not raise your hopes unduly. There's a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like the selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to the tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. Faedwin, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Guardians away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? We can't give up. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen, and hurry. Biggs' chance of survival grows slimmer by the moment. Friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found around here in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Danfin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than wearing in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? I love the stances. They just look like they're fucking stoked to be there, don't they? Like, fuck, yeah, love the snow. Here, go. Gonna make snowballs. It is well that you were here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Ida has the right of it. It will perish if we delay. With me. Oh. What? He's not alone. Kill them all. Oh, I lost my, ether flow from earlier? Okay, that's fair. Excuse me, Magitek, whatever you are. You were not invited. Gotta scratch my nose, you asshole! You fucker. My nose was itching. And it was like, now's my chance. Bastard. No, you're dead. Stop running. You're dead. Am I supposed to keep Ishtola alive? Am I supposed to keep Biggs alive? It's fine, we're good. My thanks. Another moment and I would have... Blech. It's been too long in the cold, we must find shelter for him. Never realized how many characters in Final Fantasy have white hair. Until this playthrough. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Beer? Bear? Bear? Beer. Beer, bear. Bear, beer. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Oh, I love reunions. I like how they're like, he's been in the call for too long, but one of them's wearing like thigh-high boots, and a bathrobe, basically. I cannot thank you enough, Fatewind, and the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? Well, yes, it's just... I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe a lot of you my life. And you saved Wedges, too. Losing count of how many I owe you. Bitches. Biggs, Wedge, gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's really you. It's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Alphino told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials held us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How'd the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the immortal flame should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question. That day, when I returned to the carnage of the Waking Sands, I noted not a mist in horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this, I conclude that the Garleans came neither by land or by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by Asians. Is it pronounced Asians? 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 Probably not Asians. Is that? For obvious reasons. Asians? We'll go with Asians. Oh wait. Let's just have some Mountain Dew and ponder over what could have just happened. Rion. You're bound and blind. I don't think that's it either, you know? They give me all these words they made up and they expect me to pronounce them. Because they don't start voice acting until like the 3rd expansion or whatever. It's hard out here, Phoenix. You're bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold. Castrum Centri. Eh? What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but it was probably moons, or maybe only weeks. And then without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't likely to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. In the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. If I didn't know any better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? That would have been Biggs' handiwork. Like as not, you always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Jovial laughter. Thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It seems I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait, and Philia and the others still want for rescue. So many people owe me favors, and no one's paying up. Alright, you lot, Carlin Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! That is a paltry sum for the amount of debt they talked about. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting for too long already. Something like that. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Centri. Those convenient at Revenant's Toll and Mordana. As good a place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east and south will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit what brings you to Revenant's Toll. Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Centri. You want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. Stronghold has been on high alert of late. Armored patrol is seen about a perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get in with 100 yalms of the wall undetected. The Garleans were alerted to our coming. We cannot know what they will do to Manphili and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. It has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. With security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Why, I have I have a mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? I will disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitek armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Glommen. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire, and happens to know a deal about Castrum Centri besides. I've no doubt that he'd want to be of aid. Ida and I shall go reconnoiter Garlean activity at the Stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you're not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Y'shtola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papalymo. I don't know if it's Ida or Ida, and I'm starting to worry that it's Ida. Looking for Glamont, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. Yeah, you're looking to get inside Castrum Centri, you need my help? Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. Look at them just running across the sky. Ugh, I'm not jealous. You have friends at Castrum Centri that want for rescue. That Slaftward knows me too well. You can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the Horsons. Enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity is right delicate business. Single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond a shadow of a doubt that your friends are where they think they are. Where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover that they've been moved elsewhere. How can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Centri from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the Morbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the Stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, it might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going and Godspeed. A maddening buzzing fills your ears. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Elezen gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I do wonder why is the Tribunus so obsessed with the Manphili woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power, like the kind the beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Break is over. Best we get back to our stations. Footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. That's a teleport from me, dog. Oh, it's Alpha, no. 'Tis good to see you again, Faedwin. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Menphilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Centri. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Good work. As Alphino has already told you, you plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. You disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Wilmot is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitek armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Menphilia and the others are counting on us. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. Apex, good evening. Happy Friday. How are you doing? While Glum goes about devising his plan, we need to see to some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were discovered that they're short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon a theory for lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. In making use of this property, we should be able to drown out the Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. You'll be surprised if you run into alternatives not advance the story, right? I mean, you could always do Grand Company stuff. Eh? Eh? Ah! Okay, that's where I'm supposed to be. Dressing up as soldiers and sneaking in the front door, eh? If you've got the guts to go through with it, then so do I. Is what he said. I don't want to talk to him, though. I want to talk to Sid. Okay, the reading's excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, but I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks. What? I get to learn the Imperial Salute? Okay. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. Plans to have you enter Castrum Centri all decked out in Imperial duds. The disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial Salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Centri and watch the Imperials do it. A hostile presence! No! Nothing to report, sir. We received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Got it. So did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No, best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. Sak Malak. We got attack. You are called Fadewind Fortunes. Yes, I have heard of your plight from my friend Glamet. As fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Centri, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort of whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Centri never lacks for Imperial controls. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, one for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Be able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yes, I did. Damaged, as I had suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are likely to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Eganolf, a diamond forge and ruinous house of splinters, should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not. We have already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. You're the venturer Sark Malark sent, are ya? Been waiting for you. Now let's see what you got for me. He's a little buffing out. See, yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favor or two. Took good care of old Eganolf back in the day before I fell in with old Arvina, he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Would expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt that the venturer's life called him. But here I go blabbering on when there's still work to be done. Hold your horse birds for a moment or two, and the great Eganolf will have your gear looking good as new. There we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind you, but from what I hear, it's not your priority anyhow. Do send Mark Malark my regards, will ya? You had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Eganolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces. Lest you fear that Garleans might detect your foreignness, foreigners in fact form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force of Eorzea. You see, when the Imperial subjugates a new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I'm full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interest of the realm. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. Took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a good suit of Magitek armor. And from what I've seen, Castrum Centri deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the old false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Ain't far from the truth, now I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use the smoke signal here, feel fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that. When the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with the Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now. So run along, eh? Don't forget to salute. One of our covert operatives, I take it. In or out of uniform, you would do well to remember your courtesies. I don't suppose I can just get by with saluting. Give me strength. If that was your idea of a salute, you can wave goodbye to that promotion right now. Imperial salute, right. Imperial salute. Do I have to wear the armor? Oh, I didn't target him. Imperial salute. Jesus. Alright. You give the Imperial Centurion an Imperial salute. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say. Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter. But I would not have it said that I was remiss. You return to the scene, keep an eye on those insurgents. Should aught go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. I keep trying to animation cancel these interactions. Hope you don't mind my joining, seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry. I thought best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place, but where is the enemy? Sir, over there. Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Overclocked? Oops, that's not what I wanted. Plays games all day as a student and the argues away. Wishing to look a gift chocobo in the beak, it does seem rather the worst to wear, doesn't it? Biggs Wedge, what is your honest assessment? Listen, there are enough pirates in this game, Avery. Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but look past that, I'd say she's rather structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say it, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. Yeah, but aren't those things protected by elm-thick armor plate? They are, yes. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. But whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Now one wink is sleep. You got that, Wedge? Cart chocobo. I heard that. The hall has been set aside for our use in Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there. Nod. Thumbs up. Nod. Oh. Nice. Cannonball special. We've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. Needn't worry though. Biggs and Wedge will see to her restored to her former glory. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something mend, and they will think of naught else till the job's done. A marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. Repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitek core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices, which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordana. But all is not lost. Weggs thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. I believe the Chief has already informed you the Magitek core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers in Castrum Centri had remembered to replace their cores, we'd risk arousing Imperial suspicion. Do not despair, for I believe there's a solution. Substitute the Magitek core with a Mammoth Heart. In case you don't know, a Mammoth Heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating an armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate Mammoth Heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and to pay for them. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they're typically cost something in the order of, hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. Hello there, come to collect a Mammoth Heart, you say? And you must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I'm taking the liberty of picking the finest example we have, a heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphino's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his servant would be coming to collect it. Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphino has been a benefactor of ours since the predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the Mammoth Heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. You have the Mammoth Heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Hurrah! Thank you so much! This is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Free of charge, courtesy of Alphino? Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. Without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magitek armor, engage. Or not. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Yes, she's alive! Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Faven, would you care to do the honors? Hop into the pilot's seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder, as far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss as to explain why. The Mammoth is in pristine condition. It should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitek cores serve only to conduct impulses, Mammoth Hearts enable automata to process information collected by their sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team. In which case, we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. I gotta welcome this robot? So I just gameplay of Minecraft Legends. I'm not sure I want to get it now. What is Minecraft Legends? Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times and wholly impractical during battle. An RTS game. Oh. So you were wanting to get it and then the gameplay dissuaded you? What about the gameplay put you off of it? Using a mammoth heart in place of the worn Magitek core seemed a promising solution. Alas, this device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we can demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Imperials, they've come for the armor. Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor Garland. Is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hells you will. We've located the stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond! Respond! No use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland! No matter, if we can reclaim it, destroy it. Seems like it's going to be mainly PvP. There's story and whatnot, but it seems like PvP is the main focus. Holy hells. Protect. Oh no! Who really to yawn? Protect the armor at all costs. Well, that's a bummer, Apex, but it saved you money, kind of, right? I guess there's that. I don't know. Chief, look, she moved. Now she deigns us. She deigns to grace us with her presence. Took us a good while, but we're finally ready. Time to infiltrate Castrum, Centri, and rescue our comrades. What? Are we in endgame already? Servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that, let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is good as new. We're as prepared as we'd like to get. Yeah, I think there's like one blockbuster. I think there's like a documentary about the one blockbuster. I'll go your preparations. We leave as soon as you're ready. Clement, you came. I thought I'd give you all a roar and send-off. It is the least I could do for the fine men and women what are about to make my lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But if you put curiosity before consideration, I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those moments. No, I don't mind, really. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too. Pretty little thing she was, gentle as a lamb, though tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, but I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around a gorge not far from outside the walls, when they caught up with us. And rather than allow ourselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leaped over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. It was some years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore then that I'd get revenge on the Empire, and because an adventurer so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades have since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot, you ain't been here 10 minutes, and you've already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. You give us too much credit, Clement. We only seek to rescue our friends. But what's more important than that? In any road, after you've got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire, and don't pretend you ain't. Helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. But someone tells me I won't be going hungry for a while, with everything you got planned. You're sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word. We'd be glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I'm afeard I must decline. I swore I'd get revenge on the Empire, it's true. I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. There's some would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Let's not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying on your safety and success. May Rauger give you strength. Like this pose. Bye. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably falls in its wake. For the sake of all who call Erizia home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of Castrum Centri, just outside the stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. What are we talking about, Sid? Forgive me saying so, but you look rather fine in Imperial Black and Crimson. Definitely your colors. But now is not the time for jests. I mean, I basically play every day compared to you, so it's to be expected. Yeah, the infiltration plan. Castrum Centri lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alphino and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the 3 of you will enter the stronghold, posing as the patrol returning from duty. If Alphino and I prove less distracting than hoped, we'll contact you via Link Pearl. Get ready to beat a hasty retreat. Some piece of shit withdrew. Well, just hang tight. You're just missing 1. I hate this game and I'm uninstalling. Apex, no! What role is it? If it's DPS, then theoretically, it shouldn't be too hard to pick up compared to the others, right? If it's a tank, I'd say that's the hardest to fill. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, unless you wonder, Ida and Ishtola left shortly before you arrived. We planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alphino and I attracted too much attention. The approach of an Imperial vehicle forces. See, don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless in the reserves. Wise words. Wise words. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You best be off. You have 15 seconds to accept? Holy shit. I'll keep you. Are you in? Did it start? Is it happening? Yeah!
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you
Good luck,
struggle to
Apex.
the benefit of none, least of all yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning. Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
My apologies, I didn't notice you there, so engrossed was I on my task. You'd be engrossed too, had the Tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? One of the infamous Scions of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Oxidans, are you? Welcome to Castrum, Centri, Engineer. What, prisoners? Have you heard the rumors then? Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. We're summoned here to work, not to gawp at Eorzea's defeated heroes. A show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there, and oh, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright? Dare say you know what the one I mean, eh? The svelte blonde? Goodness, no. It's the Lalafell and lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her into my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I could see her? Why are you not your post? If you have business, salute me before opening your mouth. What's this? You need access to the storage tower. What business have you there? At Arvinus' behest, you say. This is highly irregular. It would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key. It is returned when your errand is concluded. Security is tight, just as we expected. We're going to need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. Can I not change my gear before doing this? No. Livia and the rest, thank goodness they're safe. I am the one you want. Leave the others be. You harm my friends, I swear I should take my own life. You shall answer to your mistress. Ataru, we must do something. Risk letting the entire Castrum know we're here. You're right, we may not get a better chance. This is the third squadron. What is it? Reaper seized when? This came to light only now? Culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. What the? Strike my last. Eliminate the intruders. Clobbering time. I don't think I could change gear during a fight. Yeah. Gotta keep my clothes on and take the stat hit. That's cool. When I was so scared. Foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. Thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. Say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. Linger here. Shall you just no answer? Let us away, ere to the window of our liberty. Let us away ere the window to our liberty closes shut. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail and I shall have your head. And what have we here? Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an Ahriman, Ida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Cursed scions, how did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be commotion outside the Castrum's walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Stoll is just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. No wonder why it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amidst the freight, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoing, Livia Junius. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. Killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. Betake you to your guard. More intruders! Protect the Tribunus! Confound it, Ida. Whatever your name is. Me. After them. Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady. In discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. Oh no, no! There they are! Fan out, surround them! Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. No, Wedge, don't do it. If only it could fly. Good morning, or whatever it is that just woke up. That was the couch. Hold them off. I'll look after Minfilia and Tataru. I just want to put my actual armor on. Not looking and seeing the involved. That's unfortunate for me. Examine the steel door. There is interactability there, but it's not. Here we go. You have another one. But hey, look, it's done. That one's done. Congratulations, Apex, you did it. And did it drop any gear? Just like seals or whatever.
your leader. Kill the rest. What the?
The Ashtola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
Drops gear got like none because there's like 20 of us trying for it. Damn.
Popolino, Minfilia.
A minion dropped and you lost the roll? No!
Ida!
What was the minion?
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too.
The reunion must wait.
Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
You ditched your Magitek armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
That how he sounds?
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
That's how he sounds? Just realizing I don't think I've heard them voiced until now, and I did not expect those voices from them. A wind-up Onion Knight? Oh man, that sounds cool. Oh, I wish we had an airship or something to pick us up by this cliff. That'd be really cool.
But there's no one in there.
It loves us.
This is Sid. Can you hear me? I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
One,
2,
3.
4.
They didn't actually say understood, so like what if he's like waiting for them to say understood and we all just jump to our deaths? Damn, we jumped in past that
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power. The power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
but like they all have guns before guns were even available.
What in the 7 hells? Oh no. It's here.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagans used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius! Look! There! Beside the Black Wolf! An Ascian!
It is Ascian. Right.
An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La
You got this,
Habrea.
Apex.
It could only be him.
Oh no!
Thancred! was Laha Brea? No. No, this cannot be!
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
Yeah, you just stuck as soccer mom forever, Apex. Sorry.
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even
You shut up,
suspected.
Apex. Would they accidentally? They absolutely need voice acting because there's so much dialogue in this game, and I am not prepared to do all of it myself. No, you shut your mouth.
And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians.
Wow.
How could I have been so blind?
All right, you keep that attitude and your soccer mom clothes, all right?
Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all! No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do.
About to listen to one more dry ass. No, I'm actually uninstalling. Listen, if I can make it through the Darth Vader no in theaters, you can survive. I mean,
we must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Kryl, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn,
forgive me if I seem brusque.
but the battle is
The
far
item
from
I
over.
requested.
And so long as we stand together,
Wonderful.
there shall ever be hope
I'm
of
sorry
victory.
to press, but we need it urgently. How soon can it be delivered?
make it through this player 20 minutes for all the
I am in your
movies.
debt, my friend.
Probably. Because there's a site, I'm not sure if it's still around, called You're the Man Now Dog, ytmnd.com. And there is this, basically like a GIF. You know, it was on loop. It was meant to be. And it had the audio of Darth Vader hitching up and down. Because it was Vader on a roller coaster. So it was him, you know, going up and down the roller coaster and going, no, and I would just like, just giggle at that for forever. So I don't know, maybe Apex. Oh shit.
The people of Eorzea falter for want of such hope. Let us provide it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned.
Wow. Wow. Apex, my
Matters
goodness.
are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
You get a few raids under your belt and you are just feisty as ever, aren't you?
My regards to grandfather.
Holy sh... No, oh no, you fucked up the trial? The raid? Did you accidentally, like, cancel it or miss the 15-second timer? Well, look, I mean, like, that was a short wait. So surely this raid is more available, right?
I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Well, hopefully that's a testament to its availability, right? And also, maybe don't sass me. Maybe that too. I'm just saying, karma, kind of a thing. Why do I... Is it coffee break for the voice acting? Like, why? Hells take the Black Wolf and his new toy. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. Relay to Salfers. Of course. The voice acting stops when they got Slafferson that I had to pronounce. And relay to Slafirson the order to sail. That is all. The maelstrom stands ready. Where are the flames? Ready as we're like to be. I need only give word to Royale with cheese. Has there been no word from Ishgard? None. The dragons have got their tongues. Why do they walk so damn slow all the time? Like, I wanted to fall asleep during Canacena? We had to see the three nations, right? And pick one of their one of them for our grand company base. We had to go see their 3 memorial speeches, and Canacena's was definitely the worst. It was the driest speech in the world. So I'd imagine she would also walk really slow just to drag that out too. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth if not this? And he claims the fury for his god. It is bad comedy. I know you skipped all of them, Apex. You have no idea who any of these people are. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. I know Tataru and Ishtola. And honestly, that's all I need to know. They're both cute. Oh, Apex. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action. Not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council. Ben Belzar claims to wield the power to smite primals. Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate. You forgot the queen was a fucking Lalafell? Yeah, she like perches on the Rogadin, yeah, I don't remember his name, sorry, so sue me. But I know who he is, damn it. She perches on his arm, basically. He carries her around on his shoulder and shit. You laughed my ass off when the guy picked her up. Yeah. I kind of, honestly, like, I kind of want to see him in one of those, like, harnesses. And she's, like, bobbing around like a little kid. Behold the queen, then he turns around and she's like, my people, right? That'd be amazing. Pardon me my bluntness, but I like not these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance. We must answer as one. For if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. Thancred's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. As long as the ultimate weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. 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 Let us go to the Alliance leaders and help them to make the right decision. Grim tidings fade when it seems that the word of the ultimate weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders in the form of an ultimatum. They've gathered in the fragrant chamber and are deliberating their answer even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it. The leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them, and ensure they do not act in ignorance of their consequences. Council of the Alliance leaders is presently in progress in the fragrant chamber. I must ask that you step away from the doors, madam. Sorry, you're here on behalf of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? 1,000 pardons, my lady, of course you may enter.
We keep treading the same ground.
Now it's voiced. Who knows? Who knows? There's no rhyme or reason as to when there's voice acting and when there's not. Is that not strange to anyone else? It's so bizarre.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
I'm kind of falling asleep, Apex. She's just kind of being devil's advocate, right? Like, man, alright. She's just so boring. I'm trying not to drink the haterade. But man, it's something important.
Long have we fought the Primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it.
That's a good point. It's funny because this one is like a fucking pirate leader. Mervib is a... like... Alright, doesn't make sense to me.
Not that I deny there is truth in what you say. Nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Rauban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being? While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Of course it's Alphino. Of course. Can't tell if they're speaking in like present tense like this on MSQ if it isn't past stuff. 400 years ago type shit. Yeah, I mean, basically the Empire is all like, you know, fuck the primals and everybody just needs to be unified and just catch up on technology and ditch their DSL and get fiber internet. And we can bring that to the people. You just follow us. And everyone else likes their individuality. So the Empire's like, you know what? We're gonna have a forced merger now. So that's where we're at. And then everyone hates Alphino. As they should.
Alphinode, Minfilia, and seven hells! Master Garland?
And you, dear friend.
And you,
By
player.
Rauga, you're alive. All of you.
Well, see, it's politics, right? It's posed as if it's, you know, it's all the same.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender. But I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends.
It's camera work,
Accepting
though.
the Gallians' offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the Primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Gallians' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can
Blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
I mean, it kind of just
remember
depends.
5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm?
Aspect of it, yeah.
Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Rauban?
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender?
You know, this stitching right here kind of reminds me of Lulu's outfit, right? From Final Fantasy X.
I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. We Gridanians have no love for war. Yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change. Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire. For the sake of the realm, and all who abide here.
Everyone's like, holy shit, she said something. Oh god, that's terrifying. Good god. That was nightmarish. Did you see that? Oh no. No. Yeah, maybe. Oh god. Christ. I almost had a heart attack.
At last I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance.
Oh man. Oh boy. This truly is a realm reborn, isn't it? Katie Cat, I don't know.
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We old dons who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round, on account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all.
I thought so, if I read about the same game. Holy shit, she just took that chair out.
Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands.
Go down with all hands? Wow. Katie Cat, I'm pretty sure I saw that during your Originizer stream.
Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
Going down with all hands.
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
I do want that map, though.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
Someone needs to watch that fire, because it's really close to the map. Drinking myself under the table.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this!
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him enthralled to an Ascian.
Was someone supposed to be on cam just now? Okay. Guess not. They just released an expansion for February last year. Okay. I wonder what game I was just... what Star Wars MMO I was reading about shutting down.
Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies.
You went to sleep, Jonathan. Look what happened.
Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah. He would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
So I don't think that's a pun. I think that's a crime.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm, and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more.
Yeah, you know what?
Thank you.
Say my name first.
From the bottom of my heart.
Say my name first and I'll do it. Just one time, Infilia. Just one time, just say my name. It's over my head on the nameplate. Just do that and you got it. No? No? Okay, well. I only know Thancred through about 6 quests anyway, so... kind of a stranger.
As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light. What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons. I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, It is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are she, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends, let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
Ooh, simultaneous nod, you see that? Wow. 8 more tickets to teleport back here to see you fools? Imagine if we did the side quests, Apex. Imagine if we did the side quests. Stop taking the voices from me! Then let us begin. We have received the details of an impending We're still doing that voice for him. I don't care. I hate him. I hate him. We have received the details of the impending operation. What promises to be the largest single counter-offensive in the realm's troubled history. The Alliance will strike at every Imperial stronghold standing upon Eorzean soil. As might be expected, the operation will be complex, but you need not commit its intricacies to memory. It is enough that each man understands his part and plays it to the best of his ability. The finer instructions you will receive at each staging point. To begin, let us review the distribution of our forces. From west to east, the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah, and the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania. Next, let us examine the locations of the Imperial strongholds. Near Limsa, we have Castrum Occidens, situated in eastern Vilbrand, and Castrum Marinum, which lies to the south and east in the midst of the Rhitahtyn Sea. Near Ul'dah, we have Castrum Meridianum to the north, and the coastal outpost of Cape Westwind, which connects Castrum Marinum to the mainland by means of a Magitek transporter. Near Gridania, we have Castrum Oriens, which lies along the eastern edge of the Twelveswood. And finally, in Mordana, stands Castrum Centri, a thorn in the heart of Eorzea. The forthcoming operation will see Allied forces assault each of the aforementioned locations, with the ultimate objective of destroying the Empire's new weapon, housed within Castrum Meridianum. As one might expect of the Black Wolf's seat of power, Castrum Meridianum boasts all but impenetrable defenses. If we are to breach it, we must needs isolate it from its sister strongholds. To do otherwise would be to risk being caught twixt hammer and anvil. The operation will comprise 4 distinct phases, all told. The first shall see us eliminate one of the Black Wolf's most trusted lieutenants, Rhitahtyn Defeated. According to our intelligence, the Prefectus is due to visit the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwood for an inspection. When he arrives, we shall dispatch an elite adventurer unit to eliminate him. We should have you lead this assault. Rhitahtyn is a peerless field tactician. Sure of his leadership, the garrison at Castrum Occidens will be as a snake without its head. Phase 2 will see us sever Castrum Meridianum's primary lines of supply. As soon as I think I still haven't heard the pronunciation of the name. As soon as Rhitahtyn's presence is confirmed at the coastal outpost, the Maelstrom will lay siege to Castrum Occidens. At that very hour, the Limsan Armada, helmed by the Admiral herself, shall move to blockade Castrum Meridianum. You're in pain? Are you still waiting? Or from this voice? Because I die inside doing this voice, just so you know. Meanwhile, in the Twelveswood, the Order of the Twin Adder will surround Castrum Oriens. And they'll have the Sylphs to help them. Phrixio has been waiting for a chance to avenge these ones. Phase 3 shall see us neutralize Castrum Meridianum's defenses. Forming our main thrust, the Immortal Flames will march against the stronghold with all their strength. While the enemy's eyes are thus drawn outwards, another elite adventurer unit shall infiltrate the Castrum. Its mission, to disable the Magitek field generator which protects the Praetorium, a fortress within a fortress wherein the ultimate weapon is believed to be housed. Faedwin, we would have you take command once more. Meanwhile, the Order of the Twin Adder will blockade the railway which connects Centri and Meridianum, preventing the timely arrival of reinforcements from Mordana. A wise precaution. The monstrous locomotive which runs back and forth between the two Castra is capacious enough to transport a small army, by all accounts. It is well the Garleans did not think to give it wings. Once Meridianum's defenses have been compromised, the operation will enter its fourth and final phase. This will see the immortal flames enter the stronghold and suppress the remnants of the enemy garrison, allowing Faedwin's unit to pass unopposed into the Praetorium, where they will locate and destroy the ultimate weapon. By this feat shall the operation be deemed a success. In addition to the Grand Companies, we shall count upon the support of a variety of other parties, from the pirates of Limsala Minza to the monetarists of Ul'dah. In all, the operation will involve no fewer than 12 major factions. Legend holds that the Archons were 12 in 1 and 1 in 12. It is for this reason that our grand endeavor has been dubbed Operation Archon. Countless free companies have also pledged their swords, and more join us by the day. At long last, all of Eorzea is rising as one. As before, we Scions shall work in concert with the Grand Companies, Ida, Papalimo, Ishtola. Pray accompany your respective organizations on their missions. Urianger. Urianger, I would have you represent us in Ul'dah. Reassure the financiers that they have made a sound investment. When that is done, pray return here and aid in the coordination of our forces. Tataru, please assist Urianger in any way you are able, and ensure that everyone is kept abreast of the latest developments. Infilia, Sid, and I shall accompany the main host in an advisory capacity. It will be our task to analyze intelligence as it comes into our possession, and make the necessary recommendations to command. As Alphanod mentioned, you are to lead the elite group of adventurers whose task will be to each of the operation's Archon's main objectives fulfilled. Yours is the most important role of all, and like to be the most dangerous. Pray choose your party well and stint not in your preparation. The battle for the future of the realm is about to begin. Together, let us show the Black Wolf the power of united Eorzea. Clapping sounds. Pray report to the Immortal Flames encampment situated to the north of here when you're ready to be briefed in your first mission. Am I gonna nod? Not stress this enough, but please be careful. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Give me a nod. Yeah, nodding like a motherfucker here. Nodding so hard. Ugh, so hard. Okay. Why is Alphanod the one that's always talking? Minfilia is the leader, right? You're Faedwin Fortune, the fearless leader of the elite adventure unit. We've been expecting you. Our Maelstrom friends report that Rhitahtyn Arvina departed Castrum Occidents a bell ago. Sure enough, a convoy of Imperial airships landed here just now. The likelihood is high that our target was aboard one of the vessels, but dispatch scouts to verify his presence before we strike. Command to all units, requesting status report. This is Antlion 1, target has not been sighted. This is Antlion 2, likewise, target has not been sighted. Antlion 3 here, we have nothing for you either. This is Antlion 4, nothing to report as of... Wait, disregard previous message, target sighted. I say again, target sighted. Understood, hold your position. But does he have that shaved into his head? Holy shit. Attention all units, this is Lieutenant Adalbert Cotter. First step of Operation Archon begins with us. Should we falter here, all hope of victory will be lost. No small burden, but know that I believe in all of you. So believe in yourselves. Together we will blaze a path for our brothers and sisters of the Alliance to follow. We will create multiple diversions and disperse the enemy garrison. That should give you a chance to breach their defenses. Go now, Faewin, and bring us Rhitahtyn's head. May Rauger grant you strength. Could be a cold, brand extreme cold can damage the hair follicles enough to produce white hair, no hair. That's a good point. Palm top, hello. How are you doing? Commence diversionary maneuvers. Examine the designated location. Don't mind me. Just invading the base. Super anxious about waiting for eggs to hatch. Oh, are you gonna be up all night watching for them? Tonight the night. It would appear we have unexpected guests. Now, where have I seen you before? Ah, but of course, the woman who felled the mighty Titan. This is the Icon Slayer? I see, the commotion without, naught but a diversion. Allow me to hazard a guess. By limiting me, you hope to undermine the garrison of Occident. Tomorrow's earliest they typically hatch, it can be as late as 10 days later. Whoa. That's stressful. Bold strategy to be sure, but have you the strength to see it to fruition? Leave us, none of you are a match for her. Send word to Castrum Occidents, tell them the Lemensons are coming. At once, my lord. If they don't hatch 6 days from now, I'm going to assist them. So this is like day 1 then on your 10-day counter? Or tomorrow is, I guess. Tomorrow's the earliest typically hatch. Okay, well, I mean, I assume you've done this a number of times, so. Cardiovascular system is a work of artery, but is also really vain. Hey, you're getting some new ones now. 15 years have come and gone since Lord Van Balsar first set foot in Eorzea. His ambition for the realm burns as strong as an adventure, the desire to deliver the people from their suffering. The lands he has conquered were all beset with problems: poverty, starvation, lawlessness, and strife. My homeland was no exception. Had my lord not reached out and claimed it for the Empire, it would eventually have destroyed itself. But under his sage leadership, my people enjoyed such peace and stability as we had ever known. He only desires the self-same for the people of his realm. Under his rule, Eorzea would be free from the shackles which bind it, the shackles of false faith. There would be no feeble leaders to misguide the masses, no icons to bleed the realm dry. True peace would reign, and the people would be free to live their lives without fear of persecution or oppression. Should you doubt the truth of my words, I bid you look upon me. I am no son of Garlemald, yet Lord Van Belsar saw fit to raise me to a station of great honor. He measures a man not by his birth, but by his worth. Such is his sense of justice. By his grace of his excellency, I am where I was born to be, on the field of battle. He has given me a noble cause to fight for, and worthy adversaries to smite. I am not wont to bare my teeth, my steel needlessly, but if you are deaf to reason. In the name of Lord Van Balsar, I, Rhitahtyn Arvina, do swear to strike you down. I was also surprised the snake who laid them didn't show at all, which is why I caught them so late. Didn't even have the incubator running or Navox prepped. How long does that usually take? And an onyx appears as we're talking about that. That's funny. How apropos. Quick look around for a spot. Yeah. So maybe I'm supposed to stay on him? If I could I'm not sure what I have as a summoner that interrupts. I don't think I do. I know they're like Black Mage probably has stun and that sort of thing, right? But I'll try standing on him and maybe I can find somewhere to go, but that seemed hella fast. Freak would be way too slow. Vester could maybe? Maybe I can try... If I think to do it, maybe I can try, Swift Cast Sleep. You gonna have to get the impact off because you would have died otherwise. I like whenever we get phases forced. It's fun. It's fun for me. kind of want to just try to open with sleep and see if it even takes. Nah. Full resist. That's not the answer. Alright, we wanted to stand on you, didn't we? Just like jack me because I'm in melee. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay. Where? Fuck, I need to see. No, 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 no. Okay, get close, stay close. See what happens if we hug him. Fuck you. There we go. What, 3 tries? So the key was stand on him so you can see where you need to dodge, right? And move sprint to somewhere you can use it. What this cute coat this person has, what all costs monies? Yeah, you know it does. You were stronger than I had expected. But I have my honor. I cannot. I will not yield. I did do it, right? Right? Is this a checkpoint, or is it... We're still fighting, we're still fighting. Excuse me, sir? I can't move. I can't move. That's not cool. Am I supposed to be able to break this, or this is just like a DPS check? I'm scared. I can't... I don't think there's anything I can do, right? Pardon me. Just healing. Just healing. Oh, okay. That's a little worrisome. Bro, get a hint. Take a hint, jeez. Forgive me, I failed you. Lord Van Belsar, Psyduck in the chat. Oh shit, he's opening the Stargate. So that used to be an 8-person battle. That's cool. Sheesh. That light. The Magitek transporter. Been waiting an hour now for the raid. Oh man, I'm sorry, Apex. What news of Rhitahtyn? Fallen? With this deed, you have sown the seeds of our ultimate victory. The fading of that light presages an end to the Empire's tyranny. Presages? Pages. Rhitahtyn Arvina is no more. Let the next phase of Operation Archon commence. Hurrah! Zai! It seems you've done it again, Fadewind. I'd raise a tankard to you, but I'm afraid we've no time to savor the victory. There's still the small matter of infiltrating Castrum Meridianum, destroying the ultimate weapon. I know, no rest for the preternaturally gifted. Now stop feeling sorry for yourself, and make your way back to the Immortal Flames encampment. The communications officer will issue you your orders. They're waiting for you with the main host. Look, Eidolon, your minion comes, bringing the light. Alas, the gate to the void already stands open. Soon darkness shall consume all, and you shall bow down before the one true God. That is a crisp letter. Perfectus slain? Regrettably so, my lord, and at the hand of the Icon Slayer, the Centurion who survived the attack is Why is that voice coming out? Yeah, see, regrettably, lord. I hand the Icon Slayer, see? The Centurion who survived the attack is to be believed. Stop. Rhitahtyn! Where were his men when he faced the enemy? Fleeing even as their commander yielded up his last breath. If it should prove they questioned his right. I cannot speak for them, my lord. Beg pardons, my lord, but there's more! The Maelstrom has laid siege to Castrum Occidens. Likewise, the Crimson Fleet moves to blockade Castrum Meridianum. So this is their answer. Very well, we shall crush them as we crushed the Icons. Go forth and show them the futility of their resistance. Yes, my lord. Why would this not be voiced? Seems pretty impactful of a scene, you know? Scion Fortunes, your deeds this day are an inspiration to us all. With the death of the Prefectus, Operation Archon has entered its second phase. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom moves to blockade Castrum Occidens and Castrum Marinum. And far to the east in the Black Shroud, the Order of the Twin Adder advances upon Castrum Oriens. Already you have done much to advance our cause. Performing such feats are worthy of song, but if our plan is to succeed, more is required of you. Let me know when your preparations are in order, and I shall relay to you the particulars of your next mission. Should I go finish the summons thing? The summoner? Excuse me? You can't park here. You can't park here, sir. Excuse me. I'm sorry, you can't park here. This is not a private... This is a private... Yes, back up. You and your Batmobile. Hey, sir! 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 You're going to be fined. I should probably go do the summoner thing, yeah? Since I beat Garuda. That way we can have her jazz hands as she comes into battle. Sir, get back! I see that, sir. Shoo! Close the gate. Yes. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to inform my superiors. I sense Garuda's restless essence railing within the confines of your etheric channels. This time we granted it release within the Austerities of Wind. Thankfully, I already have in mind a location that well suits our elemental purposes. You're familiar with the floating city of Nim and Outer Lunacia. As you might imagine, the aspect of wind is entirely dominant in the area of those suspended isles. Pray make your way there as soon as you feel prepared. I'm quite excited to see this new edging. Are you shadow boxing? What are you doing? This one's cosmetic. Oh, okay. Shall we begin? I assume this is... Man. Why are you showing me all your cool toys? Oh, he must have gone. They must be gone. I don't see them anymore. Ah, there they are! I assume this is your third such experience. You have by now grown familiar with the steps of the ritual. Thus as before, I would have you concentrate on shifting your etheric balance. Imagine the enemy within you is howling through your veins. Energy within you, rather. An incessant gale of screeching wrath. Garuda's essence will be only too eager to harness those raging currents and shape them into a worldly avatar. Once Garuda Edgy has appeared, it falls to you to tame his fury. It's the full set. That makes sense. Reading tooltips, who knew? Yeah, reading stuff actually at all in Final Fantasy Apex. Who'd have known? Who'd have thunk it? Me. I'd have thunk it. Good lord. That'll wake you up in the morning. This music is so fucking cool. Sadly, I'm gonna have to shit on her. Well, not if I stand there. Everything was awesome. Is that what it's called? Or are you just telling me to get bent? Probably the lyrics. Their plumes and all. I was thinking we could just avoid them and DPS her down. Is that possible? I think so. Oh, are we still fighting? Oh, okay, well... Cool. You learned how to summon Garuda Edgy. Thank you. Yeah, I spent Gil on gear instead of just like taking it as it was being given to me, because the gear was awful. I didn't want to look like a pencil anymore, basically. Masterfully done. Garuda Edgy's power is now yours to wield. The aptitude for the art of summoning has exceeded my highest expectations. I honestly could not have found a more valuable partner for my research. Let's return to Apkula Falls. I'm sure you must be exhausted after this ordeal. Maybe. Okay. Hi, Rara. Bye, Rara. Love you, Rara. Bye, Rara. 4 of my 40 mounts are from the store. 40 mounts? Jesus. Took my carriage whale and Nemashiba. Oh, is it? Because, I mean, it's all... Because it was saying they do different things. But if you look at it... Okay, so Ifrit is a cone. Titan is a localized AoE. And then Garuda is a distance AoE. I just wonder if this is one of those situations again, where it's like, yeah, they were very different until we all made them the same. You know? There's been a terrible incident. My poor colleagues at St. Koinok's Fine, murdered. The reports are confused, but they all mention the same black-robed attacker. You know as well as I do that Tristan is behind this massacre. He has indeed grown bold or desperate to commit such a brazen act. We should set off to Mordana at once and speak to any survivors. It may be that we can glean some idea of what that cold-hearted monster was after, or where he might strike next. We must stop him. It is. Yes, I'm absolutely certain it was the same dark summoner whom Amitra described to us. We were celebrating a recent find, the soul crystal of an Alagan summoner, when a man in black robes suddenly appeared and demanded we surrender the gem. Naturally, we objected to this arrogant imposition, but he simply sneered at our refusal. The next moment, the world exploded into flame. Through a haze of agony, I saw him snatch up the soul crystal from a smoldering body and stride off towards the singing shards. That bastard slaughtered my friends. There was no warning, no negotiation. If the gods grant you the chance to exact vengeance, then I pray you show him the same mercy he afforded us. Another soul crystal, yes, it makes sense that he would shift his attention to a more easily obtainable gem. After all your progress, you would now make for a most formidable opponent. I must apologize for not sharing my theory earlier. I suspected that Tristan might desire the soul crystal you carry, but did not wish to draw any premature conclusions without sufficient evidence. I'm at a loss, however, to explain why he seeks to collect more of these Alagan relics. We should just have to ask the villain himself after we corner him in the singing shards. Let's be on our way. I had to just get off the mount? Are you serious? There was, oh my god, that's how that game handled that. That is so funny. I have brought you the soul crystals as promised. Yes, these appear to be authentic Alagan artifacts. Very well, I shall honor our bargain. From within these gems I will draw forth the memories of the ancient summoners, the slumbering essence of an elder primal. All the attendant knowledge and power shall be yours. Ah! It burns! Oh god, it's the pain. And I'm over it. The bumbling summoner and her incompetent lackey make an appearance at last. You think to capture me, fools? I have orchestrated your every move. You have grown much in the art, it's true, but through the wisdom of the Paragons, I now command the power of an elder primal. You made a deal with the Paragons and you call us fools? The Ascians will never relinquish their hold on you. Lingo, hello. Small price to pay, if you could but feel the strength that fills my entire being. It is indescribable. I will use this power to annihilate the beast tribes and put an end to their insufferable rituals once and for all. The primals will rise no more. Oh yeah, you're not caught up on MSQ, my guy. Hear me, Demon King of Devouring Flame. Feed on my ever-burning anguish and be reborn. The culmination of my sacred duty is at hand. But first, there is one more soul crystals that must be mine. I will tolerate its wasted potential no longer. Someone wanna tell him what happened to the primals? Just gonna target you like last time. Does that do ya? Oh, okay, so you eat the summon whenever you're hurting, and that heals you. Gotcha. By all the memories of summoners past, I should have been unstoppable. I will sear the disease of beastmen from the face of the land. Deprived of worshippers, the primal that tempered my weak-willed sibling will wither into oblivion, and other words that begin with W. So, I see my order's records were accurate. Though it was buried deep in the archives, I but recently uncovered a report that described how you slew your own brother. He was corrupted during your ill-fated encounter with Ifrit, was he not? I imagine your superiors in the Immortal Flames thought it a mercy to conceal that inglorious detail. Once the soft-headed fool had been tempered, there was no saving him, and thus I took it upon myself to expunge the stain of embarrassment. But my work is left undone. All primals must suffer for that insult. After I killed my brother, I found myself liberated, my vision clear. No deed was too vile if it promised to add to the power I required. How can you not see? I am the Sword of Vengeance, and I shall wrest that soul crystal from your blasted corpse. Oh, that book looks cool, though. Well. I wonder which struck the first blow to his sanity, the despair at his brother's temper, or the guilt from slaying his own kin. It is ironic to think that, discounting the means, our purposes were fundamentally one and the same. Summoner employs the savagery of the primals to conquer the primals themselves. Had Tristan approached us as an ally, we might have found ourselves aiding his cause. Alas, he chose to walk the path of bloodshed. Each vicious act must have pushed the man deeper into madness until eventually the lust for power and vengeance was all that drove him. The might of the primals carries with it a burden of responsibility and a measure of danger. I hope never to see you corrupted by the potent energies you wield, Faven. It's time we return to Apkalu Falls. The Dark Summoners no more. Oh, man. Well, I would love to declare our troubles at an end, but I fear the Ascian with whom Tristan made his bargain is yet afoot. These so-called paragons prey upon men and women who are at their weakest, speaking honeyed words to lead them down the road to destruction. In this matter, they seek to plunge the realm of Eorzea into chaos. It is reassuring to know that heroes like you exist to foil their never-ending schemes and foul plots. An outright war against the Ascians looms closer by day by day. Thus, would I have you armor yourself with this last piece of the Evoker's attire. It was discovered at the same dig site whence Tristan seized the Soul Crystal, and the St. Coinox fine researchers, grateful for your actions in bringing the murderous summoner to justice, insisted that you complete your set. One can never be over-prepared when heading into battle against the Paragon. Wear it proudly. Speaking of preparations, were you aware of the deeper layer of power hidden within your avatars? A technique exists that allows you to tap into the full potential of your Edgy. You must have seen Tristan employing this ability. During the final battle with the Dark Summoner, you would have heard a whisper emanating from the Soul Crystal. Still your mind now, and you will hear the voices of the ancient summoners instructing you in their greatest achievement. The true power of the Edgy will be yours. This concludes the Summoner quest for Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next Summoner quest will be available from Mitra. Phase 2 of the operation is presently in motion. Our brothers and sisters of the Maelstrom are holding their own against Garlean forces upon Vilbran and the Rotano Sea. Ere long, the third phase will begin, and you must take the field once more. The Immortal Flames shall strike at Castrum by way of a diversionary maneuver. While the Garleans are thus locked in battle, you are to infiltrate the stronghold and bring down the Magitek field that surrounds the Praetorium. The staging point for the mission lies in the shadow of Castrum in northern Thanelan. That is where you must go. On your way there, however, I would ask that you make a brief stop at Camp Blue Frog, one of our key outposts in the area. The garrison, I am told, is in low spirits and would do our troops well to see the hero of Cape Westwind here before them. For the good of our cause, please stoke the fire in their hearts. Okay, so I've got 2 expansions ahead of me after this, which it seems like we're close to finishing the MSQ at least. Loads of other jobs to do. Lieutenant Fortunes, yours is the most welcome present here at Camp Blue Fog. Oh, I said Blue Frog earlier, it's Blue Fog. Logistically speaking, we're ready to march on Castrum and at a moment's notice. Alas, while our troops are here in body, their minds are anywhere but. Garrison's mood is dark, so daunting is the prospect of joining what may prove to be the bloodiest battle in history. The heroes such as you walking among them, we may yet rekindle the dwindling embers within their souls. Mentioned that I was hoping you would raise the flagging spirits of the men and women of our garrison. Worry not, it is no unnecessarily laborious task that we ask of you. The mere presence of a hero such as you walking in their midst would no doubt serve to restore them in a measure of morale. So I ask of you this: make your way to the ceruleum processing plant and report to General Raban once you have arrived. Godspeed, Lieutenant Fortunes, our troops are counting on you. 80 more quests. God. It isn't the hero who brought down the Perfectus. It's good to have you with us, friend. As you can see, the mood about camp here is grim at best, hoping that your presence alone might serve to raise spirits some. Unfortunately, it would seem that many are too preoccupied wallowing in fear and self-pity that they have yet to even notice you arrived. 2 dungeons coming up. Yeah, I'm gonna do this and raid us out. I don't think I have it in me to do 2 dungeons tonight.